Hi everyone, I am making this video for anyone wondering what happened to Yandere Simulator's open secret. In the early morning of February 28th, it was suddenly issued a takedown notice by YouTube after 1.5 years on this platform. The reason given was content endangering minors, which left me baffled since the timestamp they flagged showed nothing but a storehouse. The actual problematic part was a whole 5 seconds further into the video. Good job as always, YouTube. I won't describe the clip in question, just check the Reupload at 1 minute 52 seconds and decide for yourself how dangerous it really was. I'll just point out that Reuploads of the same clip are freely available on the platform and other creators use it without issue. Attempts to appeal went nowhere and my conversation with support was utterly meaningless. All they did was repeat the mantra, "Our platform cares about children's safety." For context, if your video gets flagged for copyright infringement, for example music, you can usually remove that section without losing the entire video. But in this case, a mere 3-second clip was deemed justification to take down a 1.5-hour long video on a completely different topic. Obviously, I wasn't happy, but I assumed that removing the offending part would resolve the issue. So I re-uploaded the video without it. Oh, how wrong I was! Less than a day later, that version was also taken down, this time without a specific timestamp and with the reason, and I quote, "minors presented in a sexual context." This was insulting given the theme and purpose of my work. Unsurprisingly, my appeal was denied and support was no help. This time they didn't just issue a warning, my channel received a strike, leaving me unable to upload videos or make community posts for a week. Well, what can I say? It's beyond ironic that YouTube took down a video warning children to stay away from a dangerous person in the name of protecting them. Even on my second attempt, I set the video to 18+ mode, and I previously marked both versions as not for children. In essence, I did everything possible to keep minors away. Meanwhile, videos covering far darker topics remain untouched. And no, I'm not advocating for their removal. I just want to understand YouTube's inconsistent enforcement, especially when their specialist allegedly reviewed a 92-minute video in 5 minutes and declared it unfit despite me explicitly directing them to the final segment where I condemned this person's actions. But I guess context doesn't matter. Yes, I can think of few segments that might trigger their systems. But the second takedown came without a timestamp, just a blanket "the whole video is wrong, bye." Maybe it was a segment discussing Alex's Examiner articles or graphic ideas for his game, even though I censored them heavily and made it clear I condemned all of it. Maybe it was his sex license post, but again I rejected his views and dismantled his arguments. If it was about Alex's own retellings of the events, I had to include them. His favorite excuse is "this was taken out of context", so I provided full context to expose his contradictions. I also structured the video to work as background listening, ensuring that even passive viewers understood the severity of his actions. The entire video had no explicit material, I'd censored it to the max, even bleeping the word pedophile, ironically to avoid such issues. Yet here we are. At this point, I don't know what else I can do to keep it on the platform. Look, I didn't want to make this personal, but I'll be honest, this video meant a lot to me. The information in it wasn't new. I had discovered it 2 years prior and tried to find someone with an audience and experience to cover it properly. I was exhausted by the same recycled debates about Alex, endless back and forth between no proof but sounds legit and no proof, so who cares. Needless to say, after numerous failed attempts, I gave up. Then my life spiraled. Every day got darker. I was at the edge, and in that free fall I decided, if I'm gone, this truth disappears with me. So I forced myself to work, despite having zero experience with long-form scripts, editing, or audio production, and despite living conditions making it all harder. Months later I finished it, burned out, convinced it was pointless. But you know what happened next. The video finally exposed Alex's history. People saw it. For the first time I felt relief. Maybe this would change something. It did not. I had to abandon my old life, carrying almost nothing with me. Call it a second chance, but my mind kept crumbling. Some days I didn't think I deserved it. But then I kept reading your messages. Your words about how this helped you, how it mattered. They kept me going. One why can justify any how. And now I had mine. I scrapped together a new PC, bought equipment and started a follow-up as my life stabilized. And now, another wall. So, what's next? I have filed appeals, talked to support. I've exhausted every option. Normally people would either contact someone at YouTube directly, but I don't know anyone who can do that, or start a social media campaign, but I'm too small for that to matter. I'm grateful for every one of you who watched, commented and cared. If you can tag someone on YouTube's social media or get someone bigger to notice, I'd appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I doubt it will help. Lately, YouTube has been in its third Elzagate phase, and their stance on videos like mine is just baffling. Take harmful opinions video on degenerate VTubers, for example. It was taken down probably for the same vague protecting kids excuse. Meanwhile, EGP445's latest account stayed up for months, and now he has another one. Real stellar child protection YouTube. I have thought about switching platforms, but Rumble is the only alternative, and let's be honest, it is mostly for right-wing content too extreme for YouTube. My videos wouldn't find an audience there, and my goal of spreading this information would fail. So yeah, I'm stuck. Currently, my channel has a strike that will expire in early summer. Until then, I'm praying YouTube's bots don't randomly flag my other videos. But I'm not optimistic. If this video gets taken down again, despite being absolutely safe, it will feel like my channel being targeted, a la Monkey Jones. At that point, winning might be impossible. Though maybe a friend could help me re-upload it later. I still want to make that follow-up video. I've got tons of material ready. If not for this mess, I'd be deep in editing right now, but at the moment I'm stuck. What do I even do with it? If my old videos don't get more strikes after this, I'll risk uploading another one. But I don't know how to censor it, because its content will be more graphic and disturbing. I'll try my best, but with YouTube standards, they are black box to me. As for the original uploads, I'm done fighting YouTube over it. I have no idea how to edit it to their safety standards, even in 18+ mode. So maybe I will upload absolutely butchered version and hope for the best, or just post a trailer and a link to another site. For now you can still watch it via the links in the description. And if you are willing, I'd be eternally grateful if you re-uploaded it under the same name. If your channel has no strikes, you'll just get a harmless warning. This all matters a lot to me, and let's be real, I might have been the only one who cared enough to dig a little deeper. No ego, just facts. Even now, so many people, including content creators, still buy into Alex's false narrative, ignoring the proof right in front of them. For them, he's just a loser, not a creep with a decade-long history. You can change that. I couldn't have gotten this far without you. Now I'm asking. Don't give up like I almost did. Share this, re-upload it, keep the truth alive. To everyone who kept me during this nightmare, thank you. Sorry it took so long to respond properly. The news crushed me emotionally and IRL stuff added on top on that. But you got me through this, and I will repay that kindness when the time comes. See you then. Stay safe.